Hi everyone, my name is Anisha. Thank you for joining me here on my channel. This is my very first video, so I hope you'll be supportive. I'm honestly a little nervous because this is my first time filming, editing, and doing a voiceover. But at the same time, I'm super excited to share the journey with you guys. So let's start. Today, we are setting up my bullet journal for 2025. The journal I'm using is from a brand called the Jotting Dots. It's part of their Be a Dreamer collection. It is this mustard yellow A5 size dot grid journal with this dreamcatcher design on the cover. This journal has 160 GSM papers, so it's great for all kind of pens and markers. It includes 160 pages, 3 bookmarks, one with a cute charm, a back pocket, and a pen loop. It's a pretty good journal for my use, so let's get into it. For my yearly setup, I chose this brown color theme. So I'm going to use these washi tapes as my main theme. These are some new ones I got specifically for this setup. I also got some of these old washi tapes. They have these small designs which I'm planning to use as stickers. They're not pre-cut, so I'll be cutting them out and using them as stickers later. I also printed a few things from Pinterest and Canva to use as stickers. I also have this scrapbook paper here. I have printed this on a sticker paper. So these are the main materials I'll be working with today. Now let's start. We are starting with the cover page. I'm going to use this paper as the background for my cover page. This page doesn't really have a functional purpose, it's just for the aesthetic. And I love having a pretty cover page in my journal. This color theme is only for my yearly setup. I'll be switching it up for my monthly setups. I like my journal to be colorful. So starting with my January setup, you'll see a variety of different colors here. I'm still new to filming, so I'm really sorry if the corners of the journal are a little bit out of frame or if it's slightly off center at the times. I'm still figuring out the size of my frame and where exactly to place my journal. I'll get better at this as I go, but for now, please bear it with me. Here we have that awkward first page that doesn't open properly. So I'm sticking it down with the cover page. Here I'm going to create a dust store effect. So I'm going to cut a portion of the cover page to have a layered look with the following page. To make the cut precise, I'll mark where I want to cut using this washi tape here. I'm using this scissors with a zigzag edge to make my Dutch door. I really like the look of this pattern in my Dutch doors. I don't want to waste the other half of this washi tape, so I'll reuse it to create a small section in the middle of the Dutch door. Since this washi tape pulled off a bit of the page, I'll use some glue stick to stick it back down. Coming back to the cover page, I'm using this reading girl sticker as the main element here. I know it's a bullet journal, not a reading journal, but I really love the look of the sticker and I wanted to use it. And it also goes with the color theme, so I think it's okay to use it here. I had all these scrapbook papers, so I'm cutting these down and layering them so that I can place them as the background to make my reading girl sticker stand out. By the way, this is my first time trying a bullet journal, but I've been keeping a reading journal for the past 4 years, and this year will be my fifth. So I'll post a separate video about my reading journal soon. So if you're interested in that, please check that out. We're almost done with this page. Later, I'll come back off camera and add a few small stickers for the extra details and stick my name on the cover page as well. You see that in the final flip through at the end of the video. For now, the cover page is done, so let's move to the next section. The next section is about my word of the year. I'm using this small section behind the dash door to write it down. Last year was a really tough one for me. There were a lot of ups and downs, mostly downs to be honest. So this year, I want to focus on getting back on my feet. I want to put things back in order, sort out my life, and get back to the person I was before everything went off track. That's why I chose Reclaim as my word of the year. For me, it's a reminder to rebuild and bounce back stronger. I'm writing the word here along with a small description that resonates with me personally. And that's it for this page. Let's move on to the next section. Next up is my calendar spread, also known as the future log. Honestly, I'm not sure how much I'll use this page throughout the year, but I think this is an essential part of a bullet journal, so I'm still including this. For this spread, I'm creating another touchdown effect using my zigzag pattern scissors. Here, I made a small mistake. I accidentally wrote March instead of May. I didn't notice it at first, but when I realized it later, I fixed it off camera. So I used a scrap piece of paper from the drugstore cutout and stuck it over the mistake and rewrote the title. You can see that later. Also, I wanted to mention that I recorded the setup over 3 days, so you might notice changes in the lighting and camera angles throughout the video. That's because I didn't complete it all in one sitting. And that's it for the calendar spread. Let's go to the next one. The next section is my goals page. I've divided my goals into two categories, academic goals and personal goals. So, to keep it organized, I'm dividing the page into two sections to write everything down. It's not very visible on camera, but I'm using a brown fine liner to draw these dotted lines for the boxes. It actually looks better off camera. I have also printed all my page titles on sticker paper beforehand, So I'm just using them here for a clean, consistent look. The next page is called Possibly This Year. This is like my bucket list for the year, things I want to try or explore, but without any pressure. Like, it's okay if I decided not to do some of these things later on. It's that kind of a list. For the spread, I tried to keep the boxes on both pages the same size to give it a uniform look. And that's it for this section. Let's move on to the next one. The next spread is for my vision board for the year. I've seen so many people creating vision boards, so I thought I could give it a try. For this, I have collected a bunch of images from Pinterest that align with my vision and goals for the year. I printed them on sticker paper to make the process easier, and the spread itself is pretty straightforward. I'm just sticking these images onto the page. Since these images are already quite visually heavy, I'm keeping the decoration minimal. I'm just adding a grid washi tape border and a simple title, and that's it. I think this balance really worked for this spread. For this spread, I'm using two washi tapes to create a border. I'm layering this white butterfly washi over the grid washi, and I'm going to peel back parts of the white washi so that the grid pattern can peek through it. I've seen others use this technique and I really like the look of it, so I decided to give it a try, and I think it turned out pretty well. This spread is for my year in pixels. I'm dividing it into two sections, one for my mode tracking and another one for my step tracking. That's it for this section. Let's move on to the next one. The next spread is for my content planner. Since I'm starting a new YouTube channel, I thought having a dedicated space for my content ideas would be helpful. I also have a Bookstagram account, which I haven't posted on for a while, but I'm planning to start posting again this year. So, this spread will serve as a space for both YouTube and Bookstagram ideas. The setup is simple: 12 boxes, one for each month, where I can write down the content ideas for each month. At first, I thought the spread felt complete with just these boxes. I didn't want to add any stickers here. I thought that it might make it too crowded, but I changed my mind later. I came back off camera and added a few small stickers on the spread. I'm sorry you can't see that now, but it is included in the final flip through. But for now, the spread is done and let's move to the next one. For the next spread, I created another Dutch door with my zigzag pattern. I wanted a wider border for the spread, but my grid washi here was not wide enough, so I cut out an extra strip of washi and layered it here to make it wider. So this spread is for my choreo tracker. Basically, I used to love dancing, but I haven't danced in years. So this year, I wanted to get back into it, and this is the tracker, which is a space to keep track of the choreographies I want to practice. I also sorted them by difficulty level. This is just a place to list all the choreos I would like to work on basically. Now, I'm obviously not expecting to complete all these choreos in 1 year. This is just a space to keep a list of things I want to learn and keep a track of my progress. And that's it for this spread. Let's move to the next one. Now that I'm almost done with my yearly setup, I wanted to end it on a motivational note. So I dedicated this spread to a quote that really resonated with me. I found this one on Pinterest. It says, "It's not about being perfect, it's about the effort. And when you bring the effort every single day, that's where transformation happens. That's where change occurs." I really like this quote. It really aligns with my goals and plans for the year, and that's why I decided to write it here. with that, my yearly setup is officially complete. Let's do a final flip through of the entire setup. And that's it for my yearly setup. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed my content, please support my channel. I'll be posting my reading journal setup and monthly bullet journal setup videos soon. Since I'm new to this, I'm still figuring out the editing process, and that's why it's taking a bit longer. But stay tuned, those videos will be up soon. And thank you again, and see you in the next video. Bye.